In our new media environment, we are constantly awash with information from all different sources. In the article, Australians stranded in Israel and Iran desperate to leave as Middle East conflict intensifies by ABC News, it may seem like we are getting all the information we need. As an Australian audience, isn't the most important thing we want to know is if our citizens are safe? Yes, however, we are ignoring the most vital voice, the Middle East. Whilst the ABC is an Australian-based news company, it still has a duty to educate Australian citizens on the human rights abuses occurring in the Middle East in a manner that is unbiased. This is where the importance of journalistic gatekeeping comes in. So, what is journalistic gatekeeping, you ask? Well, we're here to help.
Journalistic gatekeeping is a form of gatekeeping that happens as a function of the realities of the social, physical, and digital world that inhibit or advance the flow of information. Simply, this just refers to how countless bits of information are channeled into a limited number of messages that reach people each day.
The fundamental question of journalistic gatekeeping are matters of selectivity. Why is some information chosen to be part of a news story and why not? How is news framed or shaped? And why do journalists give more or less prominence to various news stories?
According to T.P. Voss in Journalists as Gatekeepers in the Handbook of Journalism Studies, 2019, it is suggested that there has been an explosion in the numbers and kinds of temporary news gates that filter information through to society. However, it is still only a select number and types of messages that achieve significant distribution.
One of the key stakeholders in reinforcing journalistic gatekeeping is news organisations. Take ABC as our example from the start of the video. It embraces a gatekeeping role by deciding how they want to use their limited resources to create an identity or brand, Tandoc, 2014. ABC places an emphasis on diverse coverage and has a left-oriented political view. As a result, this controls the flow of information down to journalists and what they can share and disseminate with the public. This can have negative implications, including a dilution of facts, misinformation, omissions, or even a sense of control being exerted, all in the name of a specific agenda. However, the negative impacts of journalistic gatekeeping can be negated.
Take the 2020 to 2021 COVID-19 coverage in Australia. The New South Wales government partnered with the New South Wales Department of Health to deliver reports daily on the rise in COVID cases, with the Public Health Authority providing region and medical specific information on what we can do to combat that spread. This highlights how key stakeholders in the sharing of information can come together to prevent misinformation.
So next time you see something crazy on the news, ask yourself, is this the whole story? Or is this just what they want me to see?